him from the yard.
This is Don the Diecast Pirate. Today I have for you something different than what I normally do in a restoration. And I'm going to show you a couple bits and pieces here. This is an original bifocal hood in perfect condition. We have the glass and the interior in perfect condition. In that box right there is the body for this car that we are not going to be repainting. I'm not showing it to you until the reveal. And this is its crumbled base. So this is the worst crumbled base I've ever seen. I bought this car off of eBay with the intentions of hopefully finding an original base, not using a show-off base or a Roger Dodger base. I thought if I absolutely had to, I would use one of those for it. The other day, I found on Facebook an original bifocal base, and we're going to use that to bring this car back to its glory. Not former glory, its glory. And you'll see at the reveal. And I don't know how long this video is going to end up being. Probably not too long. We'll get this base up on the turntable and take a look at it. So I have something to use for the thumbnail. Okay, so what I plan to do with this, I'm not going to pull this plastic strip out of this base. These wheels that originally came on the one with the crumbled base have no play wear. If I could, I would take this plastic strip out and put in this car, but this is already broken. And this is attached to the base very well, so I don't want to mess with that. Do want to get, if I can, carefully. See, there's pieces just falling off of this still. I want to get, there we go. And we'll just take what's left of this and put it right back in this bag. And I'll get another piece of tape to put on there. But my intention, even though the coloring on these is not perfect, I want to clean these caps up. Now, since this is it would be considered a restoration either way, I will be touching up the chrome in the center of that cap. But that's it. These caps are restorable as well. I mean, they do have play wear, but they look like they would restore very nicely. I want to use the original caps to the car. They have no playwear on this. And why is this not separating? Caps come off. There we go. Like one time I had a cap that didn't want to come off, but maybe. So what we're going to do is we'll take this and clean it up, and I'm going to polish the base. Now, I push down on that, it pushes the suspension up. I put a question on Facebook about how to reattach this base without damaging the original post. Now, because the crumbler base on this car crumbled off, the posts on the car are intact. And I think because of the way this car looks, why is this? I don't want to drill the posts. I want to keep the posts intact. So with that being said, there we go. Some guys didn't get it. They're like, well, just put screws in it so people won't think otherwise. I think this is pretty awesome. If you can see that color there, it's aqua, which is the color of this car. So we're taking a bifocal base from an aqua car and putting it back on an aqua car. So that's just even that much more better. The most general thing, the best thing that people said is drill the holes in the base out bigger and fit them down over the post and use CA glue to hold it in place. So that's what we're going to do. And what I'm probably going to do, I want to show the process on camera as much as I can, but I don't want to give away the reveal on the car. And the main thing is not only is the paint on this, and you'll see it at the reveal, so good, but I don't want to be manhandling this to drill and tap posts. Okay, so if we set this down on there, the front post lines up perfectly. The back post looks like it got shoved back when it was stamped. My other thought was to file off the edges of the posts and glue it. I'm looking at this now. If I was going to try to fit that, I would have to get that on that post there. It doesn't line up perfectly. Okay. Okay. Let's see how that does. That is looking better, but it's still not where it needs to be. Okay, so now those posts line up perfectly with the holes. I don't know if I have a bigger drill bit than this in here right now. The front one's going on. Oh. See, somebody else said that maybe I could get them to just slide over. And that's going to be it right there. Okay. So I don't need to handle that body anymore. Perfect. That didn't take that long at all. Alright. So I'm going to take this and get it cleaned up and we'll come back and polish. And now I've taken the base and the wheels to the kitchen and cleaned them with the Dawn dish soap and dried them off the best I could in the short amount of time that I have. Normally I would soak the base in lime oil and water, but with leaving the suspension strip in there and everything, I didn't do that this time. I'm thinking this buffing wheel will take that tarnish off anyway, so it may not even be necessary. But I want to start here with these taillights. It looks like original paint, but I want to take that off and polish everything. I want to talk about a little bit about what the crumbler base is. Now here's another one that I have, and I'll show you this in a second. So there was a problem with the metal in the batch that they used to make these cars and some of the heavyweights, where they would disintegrate over time, and some of the bifocals would have a crumbler base, some of them would have a crumbler body. More likely this base came from a car that had a crumbler body. This is one that I have. It's a crumbler base, but it's mostly intact, but you can see where it's cracking and chipping, and eventually over time this base will disintegrate. And it might be years down the road I may consider doing a restoration on this one as well, but I have some others. Oh, incidentally, this is a new Dremel tool. If you can't tell, I had a couple of gift cards from work for Christmas, and then I had another gift card that I got from somewhere else. So this Dremel tool ended up being free. Alright. Get the flits out. If you haven't seen this stuff, you should try it out. A lot of guys use it and swear by it. I don't think I'm going to start out with this cotton wheel here. think those corners right there by the wheels may not polish up as much, but that's okay. I had to kind of stay with them. I came up with the idea as I was doing the first polish of going over the edges of these wheels. I was like, yeah, that might give them that no play where look that I'm looking for, which is original to the car, without compromising how this axle strip is held in. So, alright, we'll get this to the sink and get it degreased and everything, and then we'll come back. So we need, wherever I put it, the red Sharpie. Alright. So there are some spots that didn't shine up, but that's okay because this is an original base. And oh. I think there's still some water on there or something. Do what I needed to do. There you go. Alright. Here we go. Get those tail lights in there. Alright, perfect. And then the Renaissance wax. Whoops. And get this on here and protect this base, right? The parts that would tarnish back up right away will be well protected with this. Now, when I get this on here, I want to make sure that I don't get it on those taillights because that'll wipe that red off. But let's just flip this over. Take this towel and just rub it in. Get the excess off of there. I think what I want to do too, since I'm accidentally getting it on these wheels, is go ahead and rub that on those too. Alright. Some of these steps I don't always show in my other videos because I can't show everything unless I do like a time lapse and do like an overdub, narrate the videos like a lot of guys do. That's not me. I don't do that. So yeah. Alright, so let's get a clean paper towel. Alright. Put those there. Okay, now put these caps back on. I think the fronts are fine. Yeah, the fronts are practically perfect, except for that little bit of discoloration on them, which happened because of the base deteriorating, and I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. Now, what I want to do is get my Molotow out. Okay. So remember that center on that cap. That one maybe needs a little bit. Okay. So we'll start with the one that maybe needs a little bit. And just the center. And then on this one. Just the center and a little more. Alright. Okay. Let's see. So there's my body. The original interior and glass, practically perfect, right in there. Oh, the hood needs to go in first. Alright. Pull those back out. Put the hood in. Interior and glass. Alright, now let's see. So what's going on is this post is wider where the interior goes up to, and it's pushing down on the base. So I wish I had a way to mushroom those heads, but I don't. So I want to go with the I hope this is the right decision. The Ultra Gel Control. Okay. And I'm just going to hold it here until it dries. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud to present to you my original paint, Aqua, bifocal, no playwear car. What is going on there? Original paint, original hood, original glass, original interior, original cap wheels, with a base from another bifocal, polished up. We did not drill the posts. We drilled the base out big enough to fit over the posts and reattached it with CA glue. Let's get this beauty up on the turntable and take a look at it. So I have something to use for the thumbnail. Okay, so here it is. In its original glory. The only thing we did is take another base, polish it, put it on the car, repaint the taillights with a red Sharpie. Touched up a dab of Molotow in the centers of the rear caps. That's it. This is as close to a beautiful 100% original car as I can hope to get. And I am just amazed by how this looks and how it came out in the original Aqua paint. Yeah, thank you to all the guys that inspired me to start doing this. I mean, I would have never come across a car like this if I hadn't gotten into this hobby. And, you know, so thank you to all you guys who watch my videos and put the comments down below. Click that like button and ring the bell for notifications. Next month in March, Diecast International Builders, we have the Mercedes build for March 5th. April 5th is Autism Awareness build. May is pickup trucks, and June is 4x4 vehicles. We are also going to be doing a couple other things in there. So for April 20th, we're going to be doing a build for OPA. I know Mark said he's going to put out a video to tell what's been going on with him, so I don't want to say it here if he hasn't done that yet. But look out for a video on Matchbox Mark's channel about that. And so April 20th is going to be We Miss You, OPA. And it's going to be any Tootsie Toy, Midge Toy, or German vehicle. So spread the word through the community and get as many people involved as you can. We want to really show OPA that we're missing. June 21st, Summer Rose suggested like a summer vacation, or vacation build. So we're calling it Summer's Vacation. So it can be any camper or RV vehicle for June 21st, the first day of summer. So we hope you'll join us for that as well. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. As always, this is Don the Diecast Pirate, and I'll see you next time. I almost forgot to show you. The hood stays up on its own. Take a look at that original shine on that engine. And there's the base. Oh yeah.